Hello everyone and welcome back to the fourth and final series between Marquette University and Providence College, and we are going to be hopping into game one very quickly now. And I don't know about you, Tug, but I am so excited to see these two teams play. Providence did a phenomenal job last week, and so did Marquette.
Yes, I'm very excited to see these two teams go at it. Marquette, Providence College. I believe you and I saw Marquette last week as well. There's a best of 5. We'll see how this matchup doth go. Again, this is for seeding at the big EGF event in New York City, December 7th and 8th.
Yeah, as the teams are joining now. So we will be getting into this game very quickly. And here we go. I mean, we have Marquette in blue and Providence in orange. Both of these teams. So this is the only set this week where both teams came out winners of week 1. So both of these teams won their first game last week and now are deciding who goes 1-1 and who goes 2-0.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so Battle of Champions here. Everybody undefeated, but only one will leave with the W.
Yeah.
I like it. 30 seconds in. No clear advantage so far. Best of 5. So, again, I think this is just Marquette and Providence trying to feel each other out. They have not played each other yet. Don't want to get, hasty and underestimate your opponent.
Yeah, no, 100%. And when, like we've just said, when both of these teams are winners and they both are fully aware that they are winners, it's interesting to see which one will take the lead. And yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see which way this will go. We've had a few upsets today, so there can't be an upset this game.
Yeah, both teams with even records. Yeah, first match going to a game 5, second match going to a game 5, but game 3, when we weren't really, sure what to expect, one of the teams hadn't played on stream or had got a bye week last week, so wasn't 100% sure what to expect. And then we see a 0-3 definitive take. Losing team, unfortunately, is scoring 1 goal. Long shot here by Ops, and that's going to be Marquette taking the advantage. This little battle of titans, if you will.
Yeah, like you said, that is going to be first goal going towards Marquette, and that's exactly what Marquette want. I feel like I've said that every single series, but I mean, who doesn't want first goal in a series?
No, I hear you. It makes sense to develop a narrative about what every team wants to accomplish, right? It's very interesting, right? And like you said earlier, both teams wanting to go up 2-0, maintain at the top, as far up as you can get, or at least push, advantages to how many goals you did score in those. With that, as I was talking, Marquette scoring another one, going up 2-0, making this just a little bit.
The bicycle kick from JFG there, managing to find the connection and scoring that goal. I mean, that was pretty stylish.
It's interesting that I would have expected Providence College players to be able to get in there and disrupt that shot. And as it was, like you said, JFG had all the time to set up the bicycle and then kick it in there very slowly.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's definitely looking like Marquette is starting to get a bit of a lead. But Providence are a bit of a sleeper team, right? Their first game, they warm up, and then out of nowhere they come out. But it's Ups. I always say it's Orps, and I know for a fact it's Ups. Ups there.
It's like
managing
invisible
to score
A, just Ups.
Goal 3. Yeah. The A is silent.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably a better way to say it than saying the A is invisible.
Yeah. Neo here, being pretty Neo.
Yeah, there you go. 3-0 is pretty definitive lead. We're gonna have to see Providence teams getting a lot more aggressive with this and setting up these offensive plays, because I feel like this has happened before. Players not necessarily in place for when the rest of theirs when the ball does come into their advantage.
Yeah, as here Ups now starting to take some ball control, getting it past one of the defenders. Sammy taking it, getting it to JFG. JFG now looking to make some aerials happen, but thinking to himself, maybe I don't have enough boost to commit to this. So kind of letting it flow, letting time take it as Gamaliel tries to find something, and Gamma isn't able to score the goal as JFG scores another one. Is that already a hat-trick?
Honestly, it might be. I'm not 100% sure. What this is Providence, it seems, every time they get these setups from a long distance, and Marquette doesn't have more than one player in the defensive side, that they are struggling to win 1v1s when they have offensive players or more than one coming in to put that ball up and trying to set up shots.
Yeah, and I mean, at the
Man, oh
moment,
man.
Neo, again, I've said it once, I'll say it twice, Neo being pretty Neo as he scores that 5th goal for Marquette University, Tug. I don't know about you, but I think Providence, like we've said game and game again, this first game is always a warm-up. It's not, but it feels like it.
No, it is, right? I mean, even if it's not a physical warm-up to the game and the mechanics of playing and whatnot, it's a warm-up to the opposing team and who you're going to be playing against. Like you said, both of these teams won last week, so looking to, set an example against another winning team that was able to do the same than they were, just against a different team.
Yeah, no, 100%. And being 5 goals up for Marquette, you're definitely feeling up on yourself, you know what I mean? You're going, okay guys, we're doing pretty well. And overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, right? If they go into the next game thinking that they are miles ahead of the opposition, then I 100% believe that Providence will exploit that overconfidence.
Well, what they're doing as well is continuing to stay aggressive with this. With that now, Sammy scoring first goal for the side of Providence. They'll need obviously 4 more, but what Marquette is not doing is opting to play defensively and just let this time eat up. They're still getting this ball over here, and if they're going to let this time waste down, they're going to let it waste down while they're trying to set up good offensive shots against Providence College.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And trying to set up those offensive shots is the most important thing. Like you said, that 1 goal down, 4 to go, 49 seconds left on the clock. It's a tall order.
Tall order indeed, but maybe that's just what the doctor ordered. Who knows? Providence College really needs to turn it in and flip around the game plan on this one if they're looking to score 4 goals in 33 seconds.
Yeah, Sammy looking to set it up, gets it center field to Cardona. Cardona, though, unfortunately not going to be able to find it as another demolition comes out onto JFG. Emilio trying to go for it, and Ups actually puts it in for the opposition.
Huh,
Whew.
Interesting. Almost looks like he might have done that on purpose. I'm not really sure what happened there, man. No, okay, sorry. Ops was trying to go up there and block the ball, and it just kind of got away from him a little bit. It ended up going into a place on that goal that he did not anticipate. So that's the only reason why he touched it at the angle that he did. Yeah,
Providence here now being 3 goals down, 15 seconds on the clock. At least you're not being like 5-0'd or something like that, and it gives you that momentum, you know. It feels... At this point, like I've said a couple games, if you are Providence or like Xavier were, or how it was DePaul, wasn't it, where
yeah,
you kind of have to mentally reset, set back up, and spend this like almost garbage time just kind of talking, communicating, figuring out what you're going into that next round.
Yeah.
And as we can say with confidence now, game 1 is going to go to Marquette University.
Yeah, I mean, a difference of 1 score, as long as there's time left on the clock, then a tie is possible at least, you know. But once it gets up to beyond 2, 3, you know, 4 definitely, and 5 absolutely, then once you hit, 35, 40 seconds is just becoming less and less possible. That's what he means by garbage time, and I 100% agree with that. Gotta take that time, make the most of it. Server down for maintenance. That's not good.
Oh. Did the Rocket League servers just go down for maintenance?
That's what it just told me. Hopefully we'll be able to see a culmination of this after Marquette wins the first game of this best of 5 series 6-2.
We're gonna hop into a quick break as we try and figure out if the Rocket League servers are down for maintenance. We will see you momentarily. as to... Oh, all right, I am unsure as to what issues were just occurring there, but we are sorted now. We are getting into this next game, and as they say, the show will go on as Marquette is up 1 game against Providence College.
Yes, sir. The show must go on. Marquette University going up... Wait, is it Marquette College or Marquette University? I think it's Marquette University.
Marquette University. And
Marquette MU. Marquette University striking first. You say their name enough, they will appear like Beetlejuice.
As Marquette are going to find goal 1 10 seconds into the round.
Yeah, that ball that was 16 seconds total. That ball not touching the ground for 6 seconds. I think that is a central theme to, I mean, these games so far, right? It's just been a lot of aerial performances by everybody, and that's Providence College, who has really shown forth and shown a lot of prominence with that and aerial superiority.
Yeah, I mean, and there's goal 2 coming out from Neo.
Man, oh man. Just calling it like I see it. I'm not 100% sure what this Sammy player was doing there, trying to set up. He got a bad angle on that, but that was a result of him being where he was, right?
I believe so. I don't think he was anticipating the momentum, or maybe there was some miscommunication and somebody else was meant to try and go for the save, and he was setting up in case they tried to rebound it. Not sure.
All good. 2-0 after a minor mistake by Providence. Marquette up 2. Now they got loads of time left, and this is all the time in the world. Now, until we hit halftime, whatever you see, it is how I always feel about it, no matter what it is. You know, football, Rocket League, anything. As long as, like, whatever the time is at halftime, or what the score is at halftime, excuse me, you can go forth and, you know, turn that in again, right? The opposing team can do that because you've obviously just seen one team do it in one half, right?
Yeah, 100%. The first half of, I feel like, any sports game, video game, and things like that, it's kind of stopwatchy, isn't it? It's setting the objective for the opposition or the team that's behind at the time to try and get to. And that was an absolutely phenomenal show of teamwork from Sammy and Cardona.
That really was. Yeah, like, Providence College really coming through on that and putting that up there. I mean, that was just juggled between several different players. I really like the coordination on that.
Yeah, no, that was really good. And now only being 1 goal down, like you said, we're not even halfway through the game. Sammy's looking to make something happen, and lovely little tap sets up for his team there, but unfortunately...
That's the thing, like, where is Mark or MC... What? M. Cardona B. We're just gonna call him Cardona. Where was Cardona for that? Like, he was back almost in his own goal.
Oh yeah, right? But he was Cardona was making sure that there wasn't a just them kind of banging or booming the ball across the map.
I hear you.
Okay, now a shot being made by JFG is saved by Sammy.
Well, coming around there, set up again perfectly. PC, this is Providence College having the ball in front of their goal a whole lot. Obviously the opposite of that.
Yeah, Sammy
up. Sammy getting it done.
Yeah, good job on Sammy there. Up, trying to make something happen for his team and extend the lead of that single net total goal that they have at the moment here. But Providence College is finally going, you know what, we're putting our foot down. We're not gonna get run over.
We're not gonna take it. No, we're gonna... That's a British song, right?
Yeah. You know what?
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that just occurred as Cardona and Providence here trying to make something happen. Gamaliel passes it, centers it up for his teammate. Cardona looks to make something happen, which I need to stop saying. Sammy going for the long shot, hitting that crossboard as there's a bit of a repetition. You know, it's feeling a bit like Groundhog Day. It seems to be the same play being made over and over again.
You know, I think it was Queen. Queen's a Canadian band, isn't it? I'm just playing around. We'll talk about music and more later. Rocket League for right now, like you sit down by 1 goal. Nice aerial here. JFG getting up top in front of that ball. Nice big stick here. Gallo looking to cost the defense. I mean, yeah, okay, so past 30 seconds or so have just been these teams getting nice defensive blocks in and then sending it flying the other way.
Yeah, onto the crossboard. Looking for a Gamma. Taps it up once again. Sammy going for it. JFG and I believe that was Ups going for the double commit onto the ball, which might have paid out for them as Sammy saves it.
Nice job by Sammy there. The solo defender being exactly where he needs to at that time. Did have double defenders against him. Came out on top. Well done.
Yeah, one tap coming out, going for the double. Oh, and he's actually knocked into the goal by one of the Providence College members.
Good job. Ups there being exactly where he needs to, getting the corner on that ball. It looks like he got around one, but like you said, there was a Providence player. I think they might have been trying to hit him to try and knock him off his course, so it would have been, would have made for an easier defense. Not 100% sure. Yeah,
well, they were trying to stop him from being able to redirect the ball, but unfortunately clipped the back of the car and the momentum carried on and just kind of knocked the ball into the goal. And oh my, what?
Wow. So just like that, Sammy comes back, striking quickly.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, was that? That's again one of these goals that is so good it looks like is not even possible. It's not even feasible. He flipped upside down, got the bottom part in there, and then was able to just knock it and just barely tip it up so the defender wasn't there. Just like that, fancy footwork and more puts Providence College only down by 1, 2, 3 in the series.
Yeah, Providence have actually got some really good ideas coming out. We just saw that play being made there, and the goal would have went in if Ups had gotten bumped a bit further. They're playing a bit more aggressively now and trying to bully their opposition's positions by just using what you could do in Rocket League, and that's using your car and just bashing the other cars out the way.
Yep, exactly. It might be may not be a destruction derby, but sometimes that is what is necessary. Once you get these demolitions in, deleting down individual defenders.
Oh no! And an absolute disaster!
Man, oh man. Marquette striking again here as all the opportunity in the world slips through Providence's fingers in the very, very end. Now, what we did see there is a Marquette player actually getting kicked out of here. We're going to get him back in. Start this game 3 just as quickly as possible. Marquette University up 2-0 against Providence College.
Right, we are going to hop into a quick break as we sort out that player's issues, so we will be back with you momentarily. Thank you for tuning in as we have just seen Marquette go 2-up in this best of 5 series. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be getting into game number 3 of this Marquette versus Providence best of 5 series. And honestly, this could go either way. Providence almost tied that up and brought it into overtime, Tug.
Yeah, they only won by a single score on that. And very, very end, almost saw a different end. We might still be watching that game if they had tied it up. But Marquette University up 2-0 in the series, best of 5. So this is looking at Providence College's last shot to tie this up, go for the Cinderella story in the form of game 5. We've seen it twice already today. In the first 2 matches, third match being a little bit more one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an interesting one. Again, that first game against Marquette and Providence, it definitely was in Marquette's favor, but that second game definitely made it look a lot closer. So honestly, at this point, now that both teams have started to warm up a little bit, I would not know where I don't have a prediction, I'm going to be honest.
Sammy with a good defense here. Bicycle shot, but that just does nothing but put it up for Nito. The Nito torpedo, one might say. Ramming it right down the middle, putting up Marquette now 1-0. They've been an advantage most of this time. Providence would have loved to have scored first and put the ball in the other person's court, but see Providence now down, fighting from behind. 1-0, but plenty of time to come back. Plenty of time.
Yeah, they do have time to come back. Like you said, it's such an early goal, and like we had a thorough discussion of last round, the first half of the game, unless it's like a drastic goal lead, it's not too concerning to get an early goal, but 2 goals is... You're starting to feel comfortable.
Story. Yep, it is definitely a different story. This is Marquette racking them up here. It's 2-0 and about... I think that second goal was about 20 seconds or so, because I think we were about 4:24 when we went on the first goal. That was JFG just putting it right where he needed to, knowing his hitbox on this car very, very well, and knowing exactly where he needed to hit it. Now, that's 3 different players just missed that ball.
Yeah, 3 different players have missed that ball. That's a little bit unfortunate as a good rebound comes out there for Providence. Unfortunately, not going to find the setups that they need to score that goal. Again, being 2 goals down this early is both a blessing and a curse, right? It's a blessing because it was super duper early on, so they have plenty of time to try and make up the goals. It's a curse because it was super duper early on, and now they need to try and make up those goals.
I mean, it's the sheer fact of the 50-50 in the beginning, putting it up, and just straight up not guaranteeing you necessarily the ball. Now that's up there with a nice little shank right in the middle. Kind of an open court shot, you might say. Sammy and I believe that was Gam, simply not expecting that one.
Yeah, I mean, and as it is of right now, 3 goals up for Marquette. They might come out with a 3-0 here, but like you said, we've seen them do it within, like, what, a minute and a half? So it's...
Yeah.
We see Providence has double the time to try and make those 3 goals up.
It would be very interesting if we saw 2 Game 5s as well as 2 stomps, right?
Right. Yeah, I think that would be interesting, especially because both of these teams were victors from last week.
Yeah, exactly. So teams that are up and doing very well, but this is Providence College who is, I mean, at a certain point, if they have it on your side of the ball, you gotta, I mean, you gotta anticipate that they're gonna be taking shots like this. That's now 3 of them, last one by JFG, that they're able to put in just like that. Kind of quarter court shots, you might say.
Yeah, I mean, and the back and forth at the moment, or off of that 50-50 even, not back and forth. Cardona here clearing it out for his team, followed by Gamaliel. Unfortunately for them, Ups manages to dunk it over him here. Doesn't get the boost though, so he is now running low on that Nitro. In fact, he has absolutely no losses. The demolition comes out from Sammy onto JFG here. They're looking to try and make just 1 goal happen and try and bring some momentum back, because that's all that you need mentally, right? Is to get that 1 goal, you start to feel good about yourself, you start to play more confidently, and then you make those more aggressive attempts. And this might be that 1 goal that they need.
Ops says no go, he puts him down. Who would have guessed it? That's, I mean, like you said, though, the momentum that comes behind 1 goal, I feel like it's so often that we see 1 goal and then that same team scoring, you know, 2nd, sometimes even 3rd goals. That's a long ball! That's what they wanted. M. Cardona here scoring 1 for the side of Providence. I would not be surprised if we see a 2nd, even 3rd coming out from them in the next minute or so.
Yeah, I mean, and now they're running in a 3-goal deficit. That is, what, 30 seconds a goal that they have to try and make on average at the moment. They could make 2 goals in 10 seconds, and then that gives them plenty of time.
Yeah, 2 minutes still plenty of time for 3 goals by any counts, any standards, especially how fast a couple of these have gone for the other side for Marquette. Sammy now has the advantage of this one. Shots coming up. That might be a little bit too high. JFG does it again. Just freaking goals. That's what I said last week.
That is exactly what you said last week. And honestly, this man is a goaling machine.
Yeah, I mean, being able to put those up, I think every single one of these where it hasn't been just wide open and he knew that nobody could hit it has been in that last little ball width size on these goals, on the corners, up, down, left, and right, which is just characteristic of some of the best goal shooting, you know, capabilities, targeting that you can have in Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, and it's definitely paying out for the side of Marquette, right? I mean, they're kind of, as far as I'm aware, JFG has scored pretty much every single one of their goals. No, I guess Nito and Ups have gotten a few, but like the majority have come from JFG. And it's interesting to see the difference in certain teams, right? We have certain teams that are super balanced and kind of all play together and they kind of score evenly. And then you do have teams like Marquette where they just have this star player that really does put in the work and score goals after goals, but still has a competent team surrounding him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, not a bad team around him by any means, but now with this getting to 4 goals in 40 seconds, we're looking at a Providence College team that needs to put everything that they have left in the tank towards making these goals because they need 4 more to tie this up.
Oof. And this might be one of those goals. And there it is.
It is. 27 seconds to go. I would say that 4 goals in 40 seconds is way harder than 3 goals and 27. They have just made this considerably easier for themselves.
Yeah, and it's definitely working out for them. I mean, it is definitely working out for them, trying to find these goals as quickly as they can now. And it looks like that was a good attempt there at trying to score a third goal. Now they have the tall order of about 7 seconds at goal. It's looking unlikely, but they have definitely put in a fight in this last minute.
Well, I mean, we talk about times to make mistakes, times to have opportunities and set these goals up. If we'd have seen a Providence College team that had been able to make that one about 12, 15 seconds ago now, then, especially with the momentum that comes behind that, we would have seen a Providence College team that very, very easily could have come back on this. Might have seen our third Game 5 of the day. No idea who would have won from that one, but no matter. That is Marquette University 3-0. And again, how interesting. First 2 games, the first one being between Xavier and Butler, second game being between DePaul and Seton Hall, both being Game 5 barn burners. Last 2 matches, Georgetown, St. John's, being a little bit of a different story. Be one-sided matches, St. John's winning 3-0 against Georgetown, Marquette winning 3-0 against Providence. Both of them now with 1-1 even records.
Yeah, and I mean, that has been all 4 series for the game or for the day, and as always,
Rocket League.
Yeah, the same as last week. These games were absolutely fantastic to watch. We got to see the teams improve a little bit from last week as well and kind of figure some stuff out. And as each week goes on, they will just get better and better. And I mean, that's all we want to be seeing, right? Is teams improving, players getting better. Because at the end of the day, we want everybody to improve so we get to see and cast better Rocket League.
Exactly. That's what we're all here for, is good, fantastic Rocket League. I think that, man, it's been quite a day. Awesome games, but I think that's all I got, Nevik.
Yeah, and I guess that is absolutely everything. So thank you for tuning into week 2 of the Big East Invitational with all of our teams playing and participating. I would love to thank them. And of course, yeah, just the Big East in general. You can follow us, as always, for updates and announcements on Twitter and Twitch at official EGF. And we will see you next week on Sunday, 12 EST. Along with, during the week, we do have our high school leagues. So on Tuesdays, you can catch us playing Super Smash Bros. At 4:15 EST. Wednesdays is our high school league for Rocket League. Again, 4:15 EST. And finally, on Thursdays, we have Overwatch at 4:15 EST. So I have been Kevin, NavicCasts Dignan, and you can find me at Twitter at NavicCasts.
Yes, FBI Tugboat here. You can find me over there on twitter.com/FBI_tugboat. Capitalization don't matter on Twitter.
And we will see you next. Oh, yeah, we'll see you next time.